Raiders Stadium here in Cincinnati. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here we go. Here's Burrow to throw right away. They'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. And they'll send the slot in motion left. First down. Here's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here we go, here we go. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here we go. Here we go. 11. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. Being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Here we go. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. Dancing to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
52.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lance looking to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, Lance. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Lance looks to throw again. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The Lance going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
That's complete right side to Kmet. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll try and run. This is Williams. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here we go.
And Burrow going to keep it himself. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
11 mighty.
Williams will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So the record safely in his pocket. Now it's a question of how high can he go? He's just become the first ever, Charles, to score 30 times in a single season.
Well, let's certainly savor this moment. The first time ever, as you just noted, that someone has hit 30. What a ride this has been.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Pass incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And Lance now to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Williams. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He's going to get it again. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Javonte Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bengals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And complete to Drake London. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Play action. Now it's Lance. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
On second down, Jacobs. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch out now. 50 series.
Off of play action. Here's Lance. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Lance. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And now a high kick trying to pin them back. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Burrow will throw. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now Burrow on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Screen play set up for Williams. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Rolling to his right. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Cole Kmet from 10 yards out. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the round is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
On play action, Lance.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Ready, set.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go, here we go.
They run off tackle right with Williams. Uses the stiff arm, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
67 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Burrow. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On one, ready?
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Up the middle, it's Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing they're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
Ready up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Throwing on first down is Lance. He's able to find Melton.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
White blue. Yellow. Blue. Black shot.
From the gun, it's Lance. This pass is caught by London.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
On first and 10, here's Lance.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
Burrow's throw complete here to Kmet.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. Burrow looking to pass. And he rifles one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
11 empty. Stop.
Play action. It's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
On first down, Lance.
And now here is another interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. DJ Moore, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future? Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Lance going to throw. Into the hands of London. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
Set, ready.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Lance. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Lance taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders are able to claw one back. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one. It almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 25.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. The busy night continues for Williams. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Here's Burrow. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And he'll be out of bounds. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll run for it with Montgomery, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
A touchdown run there from a yard out, and the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC.
Here we go.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Over the middle, caught by London. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Down. Green back.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Lance now on 1st down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Lance's throw pulled in by Melton.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here's Lance. They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
From the 27,
Lance. Got a man, it's London.
and he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs from 17 yards out.
And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
118 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Burrow on play action. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to Slayton. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
McPherson on for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Gregory Rousseau, his 2nd sack of the night.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Up front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Here we go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. And the Bengals going to live to fight another week as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.